Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's been a very interesting few weeks with everything going on with the coronavirus and people getting sick and people staying home and having a lot of time to kind of go through and play different games. It's been an interesting time. So today I want to go through and show a little bit of gameplay of me attempting to do a tank raid, another tank raid. And so the guild itself, we've been trying to do as much as we can to get stronger, to do better, to be able to go through and accomplish the things that we want to accomplish, but we still are having problems with this tank raid. So tonight I want to go through and show a little bit of different tactic. I have been using basic my arena team that's going to have Mace, that's going to have Bastila, Grandmaster Yoda, Anakin. So, you know, going to do a little bit of a switch up and put Commander Luke in there. So, other things, what's kind of been going on in my neck of the woods, ended up getting good old Mr. Han, not old Han, not young Han, but Han from the good old time period of getting captured in the Carbonite and all that. So that's exciting. Also too, when it comes to Padme, she is finally up to 6 stars. Was able to look like gear level. She's getting up there. I'm almost to gear 10. Trying to get her to where she's going to be viable in the arena. And so with that, it's still taking a little bit of work, but it's been really exciting to do that. Was able to unlock her. Used a few different things. Ended up using the Geonosians. Brood got him up to 6 stars. Can't really tell if that's a him or a her. Brood. I say Brood. I mean, Brood and Brute kind of make me think that it's going to definitely be a male. But either way. Alright, so utilized him to go through to get her to 6 stars. Ended up not having Spy ready to go. So I ended up using Ventress and Dooku. It took a bit. I had to really strategize on what I was going to do. I started to attack Padme, and then she kept on doing that. Getting that protein. Yeah, that protect back up, which caused a lot of interesting things. But then by the end of it, finally, after chipping away, starting over, even putting on, just went through and started to where it did it by itself for a long time, and 20 minutes later came back and they were still going at it. Pretty intense, but ended up really working. Went through and chipped away at the protection for Padme, and finally what ended up happening is utilizing Dooku, utilizing Ventress, got it down to where we need to, so which is great. Well, Sith raid, looks like we just got done with that not too long ago. We had like a sliver left. I was like, come on people, I'm like, what do we gotta do to get this? You know, it's not too much. I said that these credits are starting to burn a hole in my pocket already, so all I know is every single morning I wake up and can't wait for Credit Heist. I'm like, please, come on, let's go. Trying to guess when that's going to happen. I think I have 3 or 4 characters right now that if I could just get $1 million, get 500,000, I could go through and make it to where I'm able to do what I need to get on to that, you know, the next couple 7 stars. That's what's difficult with this tank raid for me. I don't have enough characters up to 7. When I look at the Geonosians, I have 2 of them currently right now, Sunfac and Poggle the Lesser. So that is it. So Spy, Soldier, and Brood are only at 6 stars. So that means that I can't even use them in this section. So what I'm showing right now is going to be deciding what I was going to do, and I believe having Commander Luke in there was a better thing for me. I'm still learning how to talk and do gameplay at the same time, so I'm getting there, of course. But one thing I've noticed so far with this is in the Rancor is definitely different than going to be in the tank raids. I don't think I have enough potency right now with Commander Luke to get it to where Grievous's turn meter drops down far enough. In this battle, it looked like they kept on going through and making it to where good old Commander Luke isn't able to do some of his abilities, so that made it a little bit more unique. One thing too, just some bad luck, I think, in some ways, and also too, maybe there's something with Commander Luke. Whenever I'd go through and use Bastila's ability and put all those buffs on Yoda and then dispel them to everybody else, he really didn't stay on there very long, and so I was pretty surprised on that. So far, You know, I think using him definitely helped. I believe I ended up being about 1.9 million total, but still, it's just not going to be the best. I went through and did a little bit of research today, and then also looked at some of my other teammates to see exactly when they're doing these, how much damage they were having. Surprisingly, clones were pretty high on the list. One of the individuals that was doing the Sith raid, he's really, I think he's only at 700,000 total galactic power, but for some reason he was doing 21, 22 million in the Sith raid. And when he does this, it's the same thing. As long as things go well, he ends up doing pretty well in here too. So I'm thinking that I might be able to go through and actually utilize that. Who knows? I mean, at this point, from everything I keep on hearing, having a Jedi training Rey with a Commander Luke and then a Finn is going to be big. I just don't see myself having a Jedi training Rey just yet. She is on the list. I mean, I was talking to somebody today deciding on what my next things are going to be, and I've decided that I'm going to continue on to get Padme up to 7, gear her up, get it to where Bastila is no longer my lead, and then work towards getting it to where I'm able to have Padme, Anakin, Ahsoka. Then I'm going to probably end up going, well, it's a couple of different routes, but Grandmaster Yoda, and then I would love to have, you know, good old Kenobi. I just don't know when that's going to happen. So right now it's probably going to be Mace until I can go through and get that another character. So I still think that's going to be a pretty decent arena team for me. Right now I'm hovering right around the hundreds, and so if I can get Padme and make it to where she's going to be a little bit better, I do think I'm going to be able to go through and actually climb the ranks. I'm not feeling too competitive a lot of times in arena right now. I'm just trying to stay in that 100 so I can continue to get those shards and then continue to go through and get the crystals, so that way I can farm and grind as much in Cantina as I can. So, but you know, I think that's kind of where I'm at right now, of course, with Padme. Moving on to after that, there's always 4 or 5 steps I'm taking, it seems like. That's why I think I like this game so much, because I always have to have a plan. I have to have an idea. I'm finding that out right now with Animal Crossing. I guess I'm a very detailed individual, so in Animal Crossing I always have 4 or 5 steps ahead of me, even if it is just mining something or going through and collecting wood, utilizing things in the museum. So that's why I enjoy this. So what's next step? Next step is going to be for me is going to be looking at the First Order team. I'm going to go through and work on BB-8 to get him up to 7 stars. So currently right now I have First Order officer is going to be 7 stars. All I need to do is get that credit heist to come around again, then I can get him up to 7. I'm getting, I think it's 6.5 stars, I'll say right now, for Phasma. She's not there just yet, but we're getting there. So then moving on, I'm going to end up having both of the Kylos. Both of those are Cantina, so that means I can't start on them until I get rid of Brood, Soldier, and Spy. So I'm talking a little ways away. So I don't have really anything else in that section there to be able to go through, and with First Order to be able to change that. So that's going to probably be the team overall. When I do that, it's going to be a bit. They are doing a rework when it comes to Old Man Han and Old Man Chewie, and so supposedly they're supposed to be rebels and they're supposed to work and add more synergy. So I'm hoping that's going to be better as well. A friend of mine did say that when he unlocked Jedi Training Rey, he had everybody at 8 gear level. So that's pretty exciting. So it really is just going through and getting the 7 stars. I think should be a big thing. So yeah, that's what I'm working on when it comes to the ships. Ship-wise, I am working on Plo Koon as my last reinforcement. Everything that I'm reading means it's going to be pretty good. I've been ending right around 3 to 4, as high as 8, but overall I'm going to be in the top 5 most nights, so that gives me about 300 or so total crystal. So, yep, there we go. Like I said, 1.9. Man, I want to see that better. You know, I would love to be able to go through and get that to where I'm one of the best in this category. So, what I'm showing here is kind of deciding on, you know, what's the next steps. I think the Separatist team that I'm working on, I do have 4 out of the 5 to get 7. I still don't think that's strong enough to take on Padme. I do want to get Brood up to 7. So by getting him to 7, that does add the Brute. And it just is one of those things where I need to continue to try to get that as high as I can, because she's just a beast. And I think having all the Geonosians at that highest level, and I think Spy is going to be really important to get him to, or her, or whatever, I'll say it, give that the ability to go through and be a little bit stronger would be great. So yeah. Perfect. Again, is this crazy video? No, but the nice thing is I'm not seeing anybody else out there in the range of 1.5 to 1.8 showing this type of video. So that way you get to see a little bit of the grind of the normal person, not the whale, not the kraken, hell, not even a dolphin. So, but you know, being able to see kind of there, I have been watching some big time players and their second, free to play type of things, and so that's been kind of nice to kind of see in the struggle. I'm realizing that I probably made a lot of wrong decisions throughout this process, but again, you know, I'm enjoying it. So I think having this plan now is a lot better. Geonosians are helping drastically in Grand Arena. My team honestly, they haven't been able to go through and take out my Geonosians just yet, so which is really cool. And then Phoenix, it's pretty much dead, you know, to me, but again, they're a good defense. The Rebels group, I've been able to use Han once or twice. He's just not ready yet. He needs to be at least 85. Gear level, if he's only going to be 5 stars, needs to be geared up a little bit better. But overall, you know, I think I'm pretty happy overall with where he's at. So as collective piece, you know, I'm really close. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good, and you know, I'm close to getting to the point where I'm able to contribute a lot. Guild is doing really well. We've added some characters, and I say characters because of the names that we have in there. But we've been adding a lot of people. We even have a couple new individuals that have Jedi training Revan, or Jedi training, yeah, whatever that is. But Jedi Knight Revan, so that's been helpful. One person up getting the good old expansion to go through to get up to 85, so the hyperdrive bundle. So we really are getting stronger, and then we did add a new individual that is about 3.6 3.7, so it's been fun. So alright, so also what have I been doing? I've been working and doing a lot of stuff when it comes to you know, Twitch. I'm not sure if that's work or not, but it's been enjoyable. I started streaming both Galactic Heroes, but also to everything from Days Gone to baseball, so I'm a big MLB The Show fan, so that's been enjoyable. If you get a chance, go through and check me out. I don't really know what my name is just yet, so HsojSamoht maybe, I don't know. That's the unique thing. I probably should have chose this really nice name where people are going to remember. Again, that's why I'm below average. So, well, perfect. Like I said, catch me out on Twitch on that awesome name that I have that I can't pronounce. So we'll call it HsojSamoht. I'm not sure what that is. Samoth sounds really ridiculous, but I don't care. So great. Well, hey, I appreciate everybody. Got a little bit of just showing off what I'm doing for Grand Arena, and everybody be safe out there. I hope everyone's doing as much social distancing as they can and able to do everything they can to keep healthy. This is definitely no fun. Quarantine, though, when it comes to gamers, we don't mind it. You know, I definitely don't want people to get sick, but if I have the ability to stay home, do absolutely nothing, play Animal Crossing, chop some trees, catch some bugs, you know, grind a little bit in Grand Arena,